Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connection video where we're exploring the angel of Ariel. Now when it comes to angels, there is an angel that helps to support us in all different aspects of our life, whether it be our love life, our health, giving us more confidence, our career and so on. However, I think one thing that really is important to a lot of people that are interested in healing and making this world a better place is not only supporting ourselves, but supporting those who need our help. Of course, humanity was placed on this earth to be the caretakers of Mother Earth, and thus we're here to look after the animals and the plants. And Ariel really helps us with that. So we're going to explore the angel Ariel and how she can support us in supporting those who we help. Ariel's name translates to mean Lion of God, and with a gentle ferociousness, she protects everything within the natural world. She is a guardian of the environment, a patron of the plant world and forests. She helps to look after animals when they're sick or to make sure that they're always kept safe, and even can help us to connect with those that call the natural world their homes on the other realms, such as the mythical beings such as the fae or the fairies and the gnomes. It is her divine and great plan to help us to live in harmony with the natural world and for humanity to fulfill their ultimate purpose. We are here on this planet to be caretakers of Mother Earth, and that includes looking after all the plants and the trees. And she guides us on how to do that and to live harmoniously with them each and every day, whether it be small steps or in big life decisions. Now, although she is a very gentle and loving and caring angelic energy, you will find that those who disrespect the environment, those who make poor environmental choices deliberately and go out of their way to destroy the natural habitats of this world, will suffer Ariel's wrath. Just like a loving lion looks after her cub, she will also do exactly what she needs to do to defend them from those who threaten their well-being. So Ariel is the perfect one to call on when we want to align with the natural world, we want to be guided on how to live in harmony with the natural world, and when we need to defend the natural world. First of all, Ariel allows us to connect with the natural world more readily. So I like to ask these questions when Ariel comes up. How natural is the food and the water that you're drinking? Or are you eating more processed foods or food-like substances? How much fresh air are you getting? How much sunlight are you getting? Are you getting out under the stars? Are you getting out amongst nature and getting all those nourishing things that we get from the big trees of this world? She encourages us to do that and to remember the value of the natural world. One lesson I learned many, many years ago when I was working at the Toronto Zoo, the head educator there taught me that we only protect what we love and what we value. And so Ariel first reminds us of the value of relying on natural things, natural medicines, plant medicines, really nourishing, whole grain foods, fresh air, walking through a big forest, the magic of the moon and the stars, all those things that as I'm listing them, I'm hoping they're kind of making you feel uplifted when you think about surrounding yourself with them. Now, as we get out and enjoy those things in our everyday life and spend more time out in nature, Ariel can even facilitate us to get the wisdom from the elemental beings. So, for example, the fairies or the fae, the guardians of the air realm. They teach us how to lighten up, to be playful with our thoughts, to not get caught up in adulting and stressing in that way. And she can also help us to connect with the gnomes, which teach us about physical healing, how to use natural healing techniques such as crystal therapy, essential oils, plant therapies, color therapy, all the different things that are found on this planet to heal us. The gnomes also teach us about abundance and how to be our most beautiful selves and how to remain grounded when, the chaos of the world and the heavens is raining down on us. The other great thing about Ariel is she can really help us when we need support helping animals. I know for myself, my cat at the moment, she was diagnosed 11 months ago with cancer, and the vet said that she had 2 to 4 weeks to live. Now, we did whatever we could to help her, and we've been giving her, the medicines that the vet prescribed her. We've also been using essential oils. But I found it really hard with an animal of you don't know, it's harder to communicate with them and actually, know how to support them. But one thing that I found was really helpful for me was whenever she was having a bit of a down day, my cat, I just visualize Ariel sitting there stroking her and putting her healing energy in there. You see, Ariel is great whenever we have a sick pet or we find an injured animal, or if we're worried about the welfare of an environment or an endangered species. Yes, we can take proactive activities, but we can also call in help from the angelic realms to support what we're doing. The exciting thing and the good news is 11 months later, my cat is still alive. Now, I'm not just purely putting that down to the angelic intervention, but maybe it is. Who knows? So whenever you need to connect back with nature, or if you need to help nature and fulfill our divine purpose of being the caretakers of this planet, then call upon Ariel, and she's there to lend a hand, to guide us and help us with our work. Crystals are a really beautiful way of connecting to the energies of the angelic realms. It allows you to have something to hold in your hand or wear that will help you to connect with a certain angel. Now, there's a couple of crystals that I really like for Ariel, and the first one is a pink opal. This is a Peruvian or an Andean pink opal, and they're rather inexpensive, but being that soft pink color, they have a really gentle, loving energy. And although Ariel can be rather vicious when one of her animals or the environment is threatened, most of the time she's caring and nurturing, and she wants to see that harmony. And the pink opals really help to bring that energy in. Being a pink crystal, it's full of love, but opals also have a bit of a playful, childlike energy as well. And so it really helps us to come back to that innocence and the joy that we get when we watch animals play or we interact with animals. It takes us back to, something that really fulfills our heart. And so it's a really beautiful one for connecting with that Ariel energy. Now, if you really want to build and develop a deep relationship with Ariel and start to connect with the earth and understand the earth on a deeper level, I recommend this. This is Darwinite. Now, you may have heard of Moldavite before, which was formed when a meteor crashed into the Czech Republic. Well, this one was formed when a meteor crashed into Tasmania, the small, well, not that small, rather large island actually, off the east southern coast of Western Australia, into a place called Mount Darwin, hence the name Darwinite. So what I'm holding in my hands is the combination of stardust from the heavens fused with dirt of Mount Darwin together. So it's a natural kind of glass. So what we have is we have the power of heaven combined with the power of earth. That's exactly what Ariel helps us to do. With her angelic, heavenly energy, she helps us to find the power within the earth. Darwinite is amazing for helping us to feel at one with the planet, to feel at one with the trees and the rocks and the rivers and the insects that fly around us and all those different types of things. And when we feel at one with all of nature, we can never feel lonely, and Darwinite's great for that as well. So whether you want to just feel more grounded, whether you want to feel more connected to the earth, or whether you really want to delve in and connect with the faeries or the gnomes or so on, Darwinite is an absolute amazing crystal to allow you to do that. Another great way of working with Ariel is with my essential oil blend, and there's 3 different oils that I mix together to help me connect with Ariel. Now, the first one is Marjoram. Now, Marjoram has been sacred to many different gods and goddesses around the time. It's been sacred to Aphrodite, also her son Hymen, who is the god of marriage, and Mother Gaia herself, Mother Nature, and very much about commitment. So Marjoram really helps us to connect and commit to different things. Now, sometimes those that are really, earth workers and here to make this world a better place, like to take a pledge, and they just do this by themselves, maybe under a full moon or just with their hands on the earth, and make an oath that they will do what they need to do to protect the earth. And Marjoram really helps us to feel that connection to Mother Earth and to remain committed to her, even when the material and the consumer kind of demands might push us to do something that's not in Mother Earth's best interest. Then we can bring in Melissa. Now, Melissa is this amazing essential oil that is gifted from the lemon balm plant. Now, lemon balm plants you can buy for a few dollars or euro at your local nursery, but there's only a tiny bit of essential oil in there. Melissa teaches us that even with a couple of drops of that essential oil, you can do amazing work. And there was a 16th century physician who used to believe that a couple of drops of Melissa would bring someone near death back to life. So Melissa shows us that, anything that seems to have lost hope can be resurrected, and you only need a tiny little bit of, magic to do great things. So you, as an individual, can make a massive difference on this planet. Melissa is like, I visualize the clouds parting and the sun shining through. And so she really helps to lift our spirits. Now, from Melissa, the final oil is Vetiver. And if you smelt Vetiver, the oil gifted to us from the roots of a grass tree, or a grass plant, it smells like the earth. There is nothing better that helps us to ground, to slow down, and even to become still. Vetiver really helps us in meditation to still the overactive mind and allow us to connect with guidance from either the angel Ariel or from the fairies or the gnome realms as well. Now you can mix all these three together and pop them in a diffuser or anoint yourself with them, or you can use all three in your environment in different ways. But as these three dance around, you're really going to be capturing that essence of the angel Ariel. So Ariel is an angel that I think we have a need for every single day. She can guide us on how we can live in harmony with Mother Earth. She can also help us, especially if we have pets, on how to guide us on how to care for them, and especially when they're not well as well. Have you had any experiences with Ariel? I'd really love to hear your stories about her. Normally when she's around, you'll notice the wind will pick up or lions will keep appearing as well. Just like this ferocious but loving angel, she allows us to get back in nature, to find our power and to find our strength like a lion by connecting with nature. And then, like that lion, protect nature ferociously as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.